All right, people, what's going on? It's Richie Rich. Hope everybody doing all right. Um, I got a special guest on the show tonight, and he goes by the name of Red. And introduce yourself, Red, to the people, man, so to the subscribers that don't know who you are, or the people watching.
Hey, how's everybody going? I'm Red, down here in the DR, kicking it with my man Richie Rich. How's everybody doing this evening?
They can't hear you. Tell them about your channel or whatever, and let them know. Give them a little history of who you are.
My name is Red, and I do a channel called Red Alert in the DR, and basically just informative information about living in the DR, wanting to move to the DR, building houses, and things of that nature. Just stuff that you wouldn't really know if you were a tourist. What place to stay open 24 hours, things of that nature. Just helpful hints.
All right, that's what's up, man. All right, so I first saw it. I guess your channel started in May. Am I correct?
Yeah, around about May.
Okay. I saw when you first came on the scene, man. I really enjoyed your videos and stuff. And your channel was a lot different than some people's channels, and it was more like you was bringing more of the real deal information than some people was. So I enjoyed your channel. I'm glad to have you on my channel. And I met you through a friend of mine. You know what I mean? And the first thing you said was, man, we gotta help each other, man. So you got a real positive channel, positive vibe. You seem like real cool people, man. So if y'all hadn't heard of him, go check his channel out. Got the link in the description and everything. And tell us what you're working on now down there in DR, man. You got a business going on, or what's the deal, man?
Actually, right now I'm in the process of trying to set up a company for anybody who wants to buy land, build a house, remodel their house. We're able to facilitate whatever that is that you need. About 2 weeks in the process of getting all the paperwork, things of that nature. But our company will handle everything from the legal aspect to monitoring your property, day to day, send you updates and pictures and videos while it's being built if you're not here, because I know a lot of people just can't come over here and stay while they're having their property built. So it's a new venture, but I'm hoping it takes off, and anybody that's interested, feel free to contact them, and we'll work from there.
Okay, so you're doing properties in the sewer area, Santiago, or different parts of DR, or where you pretty much doing
It'll primarily be on the north coast between Puerto Plata and Cabarete, Montellano, La Union, Los Castillos, even in Batey, in that general vicinity for the time being. Now, in the future, we may grow bigger and branch out to other areas, but you got to crawl before you can walk. So I'm taking it slow.
Okay, for the people that don't know, I know you say you had a house built down there. Can you tell us about that process, or a little bit about it?
Yeah, I've been wanting to move out of the United States since '03, and well, initially I came here and I found some land, talked to the owner, we agreed on a price. That was good. We bought the land, and then I went about the process. All my workforce were local neighborhood people, so I knew everybody lived, and it took me about, I guess year and a half, I guess conservatively, because I went back and forth while I was getting done. But when it was all finished, I had my stuff moved over here from the States and been over here ever since.
All right. So you had your house built from the ground up, or
Yep, from the ground up.
Did you have a company come in to do that, or you hire like independent people or what?
No, I had all the workforce that I had were people that lived in the neighborhood. So I found a maestro who lived in the neighborhood, and he had certain people who did certain things, general laborers, iron workers, bricklayers, ceramic layers, and things like that.
Oh, okay. So, man, that's pretty amazing, man. That you must have ran into some good people, man. Because I heard a lot of nightmare stories, man. Like here in the U.S., people hiring contractors and they running out on them with money, not doing the work and stuff. Is that an issue down there?
I didn't have an issue with that. I'm sure that it does happen, but um, for one thing, I was here for most of it, so no one could run anywhere. And two, I hired people who lived in the neighborhood that I was building, so I knew where they lived. So it's not like they could go anywhere. So I was at the same time I was getting my house built, I was providing these families who live in the community with steady paychecks, steady work, for 6 months to a year, year and a half. And when they get that, they understand what's going on. Nobody's really going to run out on that kind of thing. I could see where you would have that kind of problem if you were building and then you left and went back and didn't have the proper supervision. But I didn't have any problem with that at all.
All right. So is that something your business is going to offer? The actual building a house from the ground up with with your supervision or
Yeah, you have, if you're not here, you have the same sort of supervision that I had as if I was here building the house myself. So you have security guards to take care of your materials in the nighttime. You'll have someone there to make sure everybody's there at work in the morning and all throughout the day. And it'll just be as though I'm building a second house for myself, you know.
okay. So in DR, do they have like the code of ethics? Like in the United States, you got to have certain permits and certain stuff. Got to have certified people. Do they go by all those guidelines, or it's kind of freelance out there?
No, they don't have a building code. There's no uniform unless you're building in an area that, like some of those gated communities, they might have some regulations on how you can build. But if you're in the country or out in the mountains, if you can shove it and pay for it, they'll build it for you.
Okay, they asking in the chat room is two questions. How was the process of buying the land, and also how many workers did it take to build the house that you built?
The process of buying the land basically was me sitting down with the owner and her and I coming up with a price that we both agreed on, and that was based on because everywhere they sell land down here per meter, so you have to find out where you want to move and how much that land is per meter, and then you go from there. So we found the price, settled on it, then we brought our lawyers together, got the paperwork straight, and that was a done deal. As for um, what was the second question?
The second question was how many people did it take uh,
Oh,
to build a house?
well, that varies. Depending on how fast you want it done, of course, you have more people, or if you got more time, then you have less people. I started off with a crew of probably 5 to 10, no, 5 to 10 when I was doing the foundation, everything like that. And then when it come time for putting the bricks and everything like that, it escalated up between 10 to maybe 15. But I never had more than 20 people working at a time.
Okay, that's good. So, as far as the workers, man, do you have to? I guess I might be digging a little much, but do you pay these guys by the hour, or you pay one guy to supervise the deal, or how does that work?
No, you pay them per day. And as far as the general labor is concerned, that's handled per day, and that can range depending on the workers you have. And you usually pay your maestro or your head guy who's out there supervising, he probably gets the most. And then at the end of the week, you pay him everybody's salary, and then he distributes the money to all of the workers. That way you don't have to deal with everybody individually, and it's just you and him. So if there are any problems that they have, they take it to him and not bring it to you.
Okay, cool. That sounds good, man. Shout out to Marcus A. Brown, man. I saw you and him, y'all did a video on DR, man. I gotta say, man, that's the best DR video I ever seen, man. I ain't gonna front,
Thank
man.
you.
That shit
Yeah,
was
yeah,
dope, man.
appreciate that.
That was dope, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Marcus is a good guy.
Yeah. Uh, okay, so what's the advantages of building versus uh or just buying a property already set up? Is it cheaper to build or what?
One advantage to building is you get exactly what you want, and not what somebody else had in mind. Number two, it's a lot cheaper because it's like real estate in any part of the world. If you just buy an empty lot of land, you can get that fairly cheap. But as soon as some sort of structure is erected on there, then the price goes up, you know, tenfold. So you have to deal with that issue. But when you build it from ground up, you know you don't have any problems. You know, you don't have to worry about, electrical problems in the future because you were there when all that stuff was put in.
Okay, that's what's up. So another thing I wanted to know was like, do a lot of people, from what I heard, man, like some people will go to DR and they'll buy property or they'll think they buying it and then they'll end up having a mistake. So by them having a person like you that knows already went through the process, that'd probably be a lot smarter to go through somebody like an expat from America they can trust, right? Or you heard some horror
Yeah,
stories?
absolutely. Absolutely. I've heard some stories, and that's where your lawyer comes in to make sure that paperwork is correct. Um, I mean, there are the horror stories out there, of course, but if you do your due diligence and you're careful, it's really not an issue. I mean, the process goes by smoothly, and it takes some time, but you don't have to wait for that process to be finished in order for you to start building your house. So once that process gets started, you can start building your house. And by the time your house is done, the paperwork will be done. If not sooner, it all depends.
Yeah. So I see a lot of people, man, like a lot of guys, man, they visit the sewer like every other month or every month for like 10 years, but they put so much money in the renting and stuff, and they don't realize like they probably could have bought something 10 years ago and it would probably been paid for. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm. How long have you been in DR, and how fast did you buy a house? I mean, how fast did you get your house built? Like as far as by the time you got there.
Well, I'd only been coming down here since 2014. So that was the
Oh,
first time I came. So it didn't take me long to figure out this is where I wanted to be, even though this wasn't on my list of where places to move.
all right.
But once I got everything in line and process, I just saw the opportunity and stepped through the door. And about a year and a half later, everything was all done, and here we are, all settled in.
Okay, that's what's up. So switch the subject a little bit. What's going on? What's going on is the sewer, man. What's really? Give me the real lowdown, man, and let me know what's going on with Cheers, man. I know that's your favorite spot and everything.
Yeah, they they were having some managerial problems down there, yeah, a couple of nights ago, but they're back open. They've changed some staff members in there. Um, but all in all, I really don't hang out in that area a whole lot. I go down there now to watch football with a couple buddies of mine, but a lot of new businesses are opening up. Another construction is going on for new businesses. The police enforcement is a little bit more stringent, um, but that's progress. So that has nothing to do with me. So I just sit back and watch.
Yeah, I heard they hosting the Women Olympics down there. They got the chicas sprinting down there, man.
Yeah, they went from wearing high heels to flip flops so they can get their sprint on.
Yeah, I can see them running with the flip flops. They said one chica, man, she ran from the police so fast, man. He didn't even chase her, man. He was like, "Shh, I'll catch her later."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they it's really funny, but we'll see how long it lasts. 'Cause, they'll be strict on it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then it goes back to the way it used to be. So it's an ebb and flow kind of situation.
All right. Do you think that they are gonna move that sex tourism part further on down? Cause I've been hearing a lot of talk about that, but you think that's gonna go down or what?
Um, I think they want to. I know that they're getting a lot of opposition because where they want to move it is a highly residential area, and they don't want all that madness down there where they live. But there are a lot of businesses that have been in establishment for years, and there's really not a whole lot of space for them to move down there. So um, right now, I think it's just a waiting game. I mean, if I was one of the guys who came over here, for that kind of activity, I don't think I would alter my travel plans because nothing is really changing. Um, and if you've been to the DR more than 2 or 3 times, they do best.
Okay.
Time will tell.
So not to get in your business, but what area in Sasua are you near? Like, are you near the Strip and all that, or you a little further out? Uh, is it best to?
Um, I'm further out. I'm in Maranata. It's near Sasua Bajo, but I live up in the. It takes me about 7 to 10 minutes to get down to Batavia and things out. And so it's not too bad. If I want to go out and have a good time, that's cool. But if not, I come back here. It's nice on the weekend, all day parties here and the bars out here. So, like I say, I don't really frequent that area a whole lot, but I go down there from time to time just for music.
Oh, okay. So what about the beach area, man? Uh, do you hang out at the beach a lot, or what's the deal with that?
Yes, I do. No, I do. I do. I have a special bar that I hang out, my friend's bar. It's called Rehab, um, down at 151, 52, and 53. You go there during the day. It's a nice place to go and have a couple of drinks, get in the water if you want to. They have a nice food restaurant they have up in there. So I hang out there and chill down there with them during the day.
All right, tell me about that Big Mama's place. I passed that before, and I never ate her food, man. Give me a review on that, man. If you ever been to her spot, man.
I've been at Big Mama's a couple times. I've never had her food because I don't eat too much because strictly because the prices are geared for tourists in there, and
Oh,
you will pay like 400 or 500 pesos for some food that I can get for 125 pesos. So with that knowledge, but that's a nice place. As a matter of fact, the bar I hang out is not too far. It's like maybe 2 or 3 bars up from Big Mama. So, but they have reasonably priced food at this place. Is like between 2 or 3 pesos depending on what you want to get. And it depends what you want because some of the places on sell Dominican food. Others like what's that Treehouse? They have like ribs and Big D's. They got ribs and stuff like that. But when I go, I usually just go to hang out, listen to music and have a couple of drinks.
All right, we got a question in the chat. Guys, World Trade is asking, what's the best area to buy property in Sasua, man?
Uh, well, I mean, it
It's a
depends on what
lot
you
of
want.
areas, right?
A lot of areas. I mean, you know, I don't know if I could say the best area because there are a lot of different areas and there are a lot of different topographies. I mean, you have some that are low, some that are oceanfront. You have some up in the mountains. You have some that are more, you know, residential. Some are more rural. So it kind of depends on what you want, and you just have to kind of look around and see what you know tickles your fancy.
All right. Gator's asking, what's a reasonable amount of money a person should have monthly to live comfortably? I guess that'll kind of be a broad question, the same as the question before, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. It depends on what your lifestyle is. But I mean, you don't need a whole lot of money if everything is paid for. You just need money to eat and entertainment and your monthly bills, which you know I'll have two, which is electricity and internet. So,
That's it.
um, yeah,
So you don't have. What about your water, man? What kind of? You got a well or something? How that work, bro?
don't pay for water. I have a cistern, but we don't pay for water here.
Okay. Damn. Okay, that's a good little money saving thing right there. You know.
Oh yeah.
All right, this guy want to know exactly where he can eat a whole dinner at for 125 pesos. I want to know too. I mean,
And there are like three restaurants in the neighborhood below me that they all have dinner for 125 pesos. You get rice, meat, salad, and beans, the whole 9 yards. So you know,
so you,
it's just when you get down in Batay, that's where the tourists are. That area is called Batay. I mean, Sosua is from where I live all the way almost to Cabarete, but that area in Batay, that's where you're gonna have the inflated prices on food and beer and everything else.
okay? Cause I went to one restaurant. I'm not gonna name it. But man, they wanted to charge me like I think it was 800 pesos for shrimp pasta, man. How much would like a shrimp pasta be in the local spots? They wanted like 800 pesos, man.
Um, let's see. There's a local restaurant in Jeremico. You could probably get a seafood dinner between 300 and 400 pesos or something to that effect.
Oh, okay.
But that's where the Dominicans eat. You know, they not a lot of tourists go there.
All right. Jay Kills is asking, if he lived in Sasua, is security a must? I'm not sure where he coming from with that. I don't. But I mean, do you have like you have to have alarm on your house, or you don't got no personal security walking around with you, right?
No, I don't have an alarm. I don't have a fence. Even if you had an alarm, I don't know who to call.
Yeah,
But
right.
um, no, when you live out here, like with the real Dominican and the real Dominican, as it were, it's more of a neighborhood family environment. So we all kind of look out for each other, and you know, we need something. You know, they'll ask for some help, or you need something. You know, you just ask them, "Can I use this?" And we all sit around in the evening, and you know, after everybody gets off work or is doing whatever they're doing at the end of the day, and sit around, listen to music, eat food, and drink. You know, so everybody knows everybody, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to use people in my community. So you know, when I came to live here, I just wouldn't be somebody who just built a house. They would know who I am, and I provided, you know, food in your household, you know, for all this time. So I mean, for the most part, everybody kind of knows me up here.
All right. And is asking, what about backup generator for electricity when it goes out. Is that something you gotta have, or you have a problem with your
Uh,
electricity going out?
well, I mean, that again also depends on where you live. I don't have one, but I have electricity 24 hours a day. And, if there's a storm and if it does go out, it's usually not out for more than, 2.5 hours. But if you, must have electricity, then yeah, you can get an inverter or, something like that. It'll run on batteries. I mean, you're not going to be able to sit there and, watch movies all night long, but it'll keep your food cold and, things like that.
All right. All right. Big J is saying, he said, put your Totem Ham shirt on. He said, you'll know what I'm talking about. Totem Ham, what is it?
Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah, I tell him I wore that yesterday.
Say he wore that shit yesterday, man. God damn, you gotta wait till his next laundry day, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, I definitely wanna get me a place in Sasua, but not right as of now. But
Uh-huh.
maybe in a few more years, man. I still got a little youngins, man, so I can't right now. I can't move out there like you, man. But I got me a little 15-year plan. But I'm gonna try to get a spot and try to rent it out. And by the time that 10-year, 15 years come up, man, I have it paid for, or have two or three, man. You know what I mean? And just let it pay for
Sounds like a
itself.
plan to me.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so I can live like red alert. You know what I'm saying? But so have you traveled to any other countries? And what countries have you traveled to? And how was those compared to DR, man?
Yeah, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Yucatan Peninsula, Bahamas, Jamaica, St. John, um, a whole bunch of different areas in the Caribbean. And everywhere has their own, special little niche and different little things. But I guess right here had the right mixture of everything that I was kind of looking for as far as people and climate, economy, and things of that nature. So it all kind of fit into place.
Yeah, I tell you what though, man, DR is a great place where your money's gonna work for you, man. It's definitely gonna work for you down there
Yeah,
compared to
yeah,
all these other
absolutely,
places. Like you
absolutely.
say, a lot of other places, man, they getting Americanized real fast, man. That dollar
Yeah.
is not stretching like the DR is still stretching pretty good, definitely for sure. So let me ask you a question: do you ever ask yourself like, damn, I need to move back to America, or damn, what am I doing out here in the DR? You ever ask yourself that question someday?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I do not.
Real? Damn, that's
No.
good. That's good then, bro. That's good. So, have you ever lived like closer to the script? Have you ever been in that part, or you never really wanted to be that close to it?
No, I don't. I'm about as close as I want to be to that whole place down there. You know.
Okay. So how do women treat you in the area you in, man? Are they how is that, man?
Oh, the women where I live are cool. I mean, but then again, it's a different mentality living out here. So what happens down there is strictly for that whole strip area. Up here, it's all good. We sit out at the local bar, we drink, and then we go, do what we got to do. It's just all, just part of the day or part of the evening. It's not like one big game like it is down there in that little playground.
I got a few other little questions that kind of fall apart, but somebody asked about the gun laws in DR. How friendly are they? And second question is, what's the price range of a property like yours?
Uh, Gun laws are pretty simple. Just like wherever they are asking that question, you got to have a Dominican ID in order to get one legally. That doesn't necessarily mean you can't get one, but if you get caught with one, then you're gonna have that problem. So you have to have your cedula in order to get a Dominican gun.
So you saying American can legally carry a gun down there?
If they have a cedula, yep, you sure
What
can.
what's a cedula, man?
That's the Dominican ID that you have.
Okay. So just a regular ID, and once you get the regular ID, you can just go and purchase a gun and just walk around with it. You don't need a permit or nothing.
Once you get your cedula, you can go ahead and purchase a gun. You can keep it on you wherever you want to, and you can get a driver's license and apply for a Dominican job in the capital or in another big city or whatever.
All right. Well, be honest with me, man. Let's say you're American. You have a problem with a Dominican or somebody in the country, right? Let's just say, worst case scenario, you have to shoot that person. Let's say you're in the right. Let's say it's self-defense. Man, them people gonna charge you, ain't they?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, if it's self-defense, then you have the right to protect yourself. I mean, I'm not saying that you could just go out here and start shooting people willy-nilly, but you know, the best thing is always to try to de-escalate that situation so that you don't have to get to that.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, man, I think you shouldn't walk around with a piece, man, because I mean, you kind
Well,
of
they
make
don't
us.
really have a lot of shootings over here. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, get mad and pull their guns out, but no one does any shooting.
Mm,
I saw that like maybe like 2 weeks ago. These two guys were arguing, and one was saying I'm gonna call the cops. The other one pulled out a gun and said, "Well, go ahead, call them." And I mean, I sat there and watched. I mean, they were talking good game. I mean, they sound tough as hell then, but then it just kind of fizzled out, and one went one way, one went the other. And I just kept on, drinking my beer. Like, that's a different. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
so when the guy pulled the gun out, the other guy ran off, or he stood
No,
there.
I mean they were just standing there, just all right.
Just normal shit, huh?
Yeah, that's normal shit, you know.
So what's the price range for a house similar to yours, and what size is your house? Like what's the stats on it? 3 bedroom or what? 2 bath?
No, I have a 3 bedroom. I mean, and price is something else that varies, depending on what you want to put in it. So it's not just necessarily the size, it's the fixtures, what kind of tile you want to get down on there, but you can make a comfortable home between 25 and 35,000. I
What?
would say that.
You
Yeah, I would
serious,
say that.
man?
Yeah, I would say that. You can make a comfortable house for that amount of money. Now, if you want,
That's
some other
including the
stuff,
land?
yeah, it depends on where you are. Might include the land, but depends on what you want to put in there. Because because see, the problem is some people when they leave wherever they're from, they can't let go of what they used to have. So
Oh yeah,
then
yeah.
they got to have the air conditioning, and they got to have this, that, and other thing. You know what? See, I don't have all that, but it's really not that serious for me because I live up on a hill and I always have a breeze in my house.
Oh, okay. So you live on the hill, so you kind of that kind of helps with the flooding and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have any flooding. No, that happens down in the town.
Oh, okay. Well, man, y'all cats listening, or anybody hearing this interview, man, like, I mean, this man just said you could build a house, man, between 25, 35,000, man. I know some of y'all guys, man, out there, man, that ain't too much. I know guys that blow that on they fourth car, third car and shit. Man, you can buy a prop, hook up with Red, and own a piece of land in another country. And correct me if I'm wrong, you don't have to pay taxes on it, right?
No, you pay one tax when you first buy the land, and after that, you're done paying taxes.
That's what I'm saying. You can buy a property in a foreign country under $40,000, build your shit up from the ground. I mean, if you need AC, man, what you can put an AC in the window, right? You do the window.
Yeah, I mean they have those, and they have the the room units that you can put in, but it all depends on personal preference, really. If they like it, I love it. I say that all the time.
Yeah, me, man, I'm a kind of big guy now. I ain't gonna front now. I gotta have AC, man. I just gotta have it, bro. Like, I
Oh, that's
mean,
cool. I mean,
maybe in the winter months, maybe I could do with a fan, but the fan really makes me sick. It gives me a cold, man, the next day. So I can't really deal with the fan. It's all right in the daytime, but at night I can't sleep with it. But
like I
yeah,
say,
man.
if you like it, I love it. If you need air conditioning, then by all means, go ahead and get air conditioning.
Yeah. All right, let me see what else they talking about. Where do you? All right, he asking, where do you get the building plans?
I
Okay,
design my house.
okay. So you come up with your own plan and designs of the crib. And I guess you'll kind of tailor that to the customer or whatever.
Yeah, whatever they want, um, that's what we'll build. You know, but like I say, there's no building code, so whatever you can imagine. Now, if you don't have any idea of how to do it, then of course, then we can go ahead and design a house for you. That's not a problem. But if you want something custom, you know, some people might not want a square house. They might want a circle or something. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is unbelievable, man. I didn't know you could build a house for $25,000, man. Not, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, out here in Atlanta where I'm at, hell, that's the cost of the property, and that's like a quarter, maybe a quarter of an acre. So, how much? Somebody did ask how much do the average piece of land cost? I guess that would vary too from the area, but
Yeah, see, a lot of people are caught up on average this, average that. I mean, there's no average here. You find what you want. If the land is too big, you tell them you want to buy half of that or you want to buy a quarter of that. They be like, all right, fine. They'll say you a quarter. So everything is possible here. So it's not really an average way to do anything per se.
all right, man. They asking me some crazy questions now, man. They say, are you gonna do a video of your house? I don't think you want to.
Well, that actually the video that Marcus and I did was in my house.
All right, well, y'all go and watch Marcus' video, man. You can see his house, man. That's a good ass video. I'm gonna put that in the description, man. That shit, hey, that shit need to go platinum. But yeah, man. So definitely, man, y'all need to check out Red, man. Go to his page, man. Check him out, man. This brother talking business, man. Like I said, he a cool brother, and I love to see somebody go ahead and do a video with him and get a house built and work with the brother. And y'all go ahead and spend that money on something you can get something out of, man. Property is property is power, man. People don't understand that, man. You can have cars, you can have all this, but the money is in the land, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Money is definitely in the land, man. You can rent that property, man. You can live in that property. You can use it for a vacation house, man. You could just let it sit there. But at the end of the day, man, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up. Definitely gonna go up.
yeah. Can never go wrong with real estate.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So I'm about to end this video in a second, man. Any last things you want to shout out to the people, man? You want to shoot your email out? I did leave
No,
it in the
I just
description.
it was a pleasure hooking up with you, and a pleasure and the honor doing the video with you. And I know me and you are gonna keep in touch. You know, and of course, if anybody got any questions or you got any questions, feel free to hit me up anytime you want to. I'm always around here somewhere. Like I say, I don't really have a whole lot of on my schedule, but I do chill a lot, so uh, I'm available for questions whenever you
That's
have.
what's up, man. And next time I come to Seward, man, I definitely want to meet you. It probably won't be till next year, really, to be honest. 'Cause I got 2 other trips planned. I'm going to Colombia in November, and
Okay.
trying to do Brazil in March, man. So I'm just
Okay.
geared
Well, when you
toward
do
that.
come, look forward to seeing you, man. We'll sit down there and have a beer.
I know you're gonna be at Cheers. What day you be up there on Tuesdays, right? Oh, Thursdays. Which one?
Uh, I'll be somewhere. You never can tell. You know, I like to keep it moving.
That's what's up, then, man. I appreciate you, man. And y'all
My
go to his
pleasure.
page and subscribe, man. Definitely subscribe to this guy page. And y'all guys out there listening, man. You got that money just sitting in the bank, bro. Make that shit work for you, man. Hit this guy up. You got a guy on ground zero, man. That can handle the project for you, build you some shit. You know what I mean? What's your excuse now? You know what I mean? I ain't got nobody to trust. You got an expat right here. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up, y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck with him. But anyhow, y'all, I have another show coming on at 9:15. Look, I'm calling it shows now.
Yeah, you the man. That's why.
Man, I ain't the man, dog. I'm just trying to put some good information out there, and that's it, man. You know. So,
Yeah. Well, keep up the go up, bro. You're doing a good job.
all right, man. I appreciate you, man, for coming on, man. I definitely see you later, man. Salute, bro.
All right. My pleasure, man. You take it easy, and I'll holler at you.
All right.